Friends, how are you? Today's guest is Chelsko, American singer. Her latest single song releasing is Billionaire. It's releasing on December 16 and I'm extremely excited to have Chelsko on our show. Chelsko, I'm going to play her music for you. Said you want fun, so whatever reason, sure we can chill, try to keep it platonic. Now you can't tell if I'm really ironic. No, let's not put a label on it. Let's keep it fun. We don't put a label on it. Okay, let's see where is Chelsko. Chelsko. This is a song, Cool Girl. Okay, this is Chelsko music. I'll have to get back to the music. I'm a cool girl. Babe, I love your voice. Hi, Chelsko.
Hey, thank you so much for having me. So it's 10
So,
a.m. over there.
yeah, it's 10 a.m. and it's December 10th already.
That's so crazy. So nice.
So, what are you doing?
Huh?
What are you doing?
I am at my friend's house and we just decorated a gingerbread house and I'm drinking a mimosa. I called it mimosa because there's no alcohol in it because I'm on a cleanse. And yeah, I'm just working on some new music. Super excited. 2 new songs coming out. Well, one on the 16th and then one the first day of January. So both technically this month, not technically, but almost in this month. So super excited for that. What have you been up to?
Yeah, I've been good, and I just woke up so that the timing doesn't like we live in different time zones. It's
Yeah.
still December 9th for you, so I wanted to have you on my show, and it worked out for us. And I'm a fan of your voice, your songs, and your latest song that's going to release is Billionaire. Tell us about it.
I'm so excited for this song. A lot of setbacks. There's a lot of story actually with the song. A lot of setbacks happened with making this song because I was going through a really tough, toxic relationship at the time. And because of that, the song almost didn't happen because my relationship got in the way of my the production that was going on and caused some unnecessary drama. And because of that, though, the most beautiful thing happened. I ended up changing the song completely from its original format. And I went through this huge moment where I really just, I need to turn off the bleepy on my phone. I went through this moment where I just had like such a God moment and I realized I wanted to do my song for God, not just for myself and for other people. And I went back and I changed the lyrics to a song that was going to be the most scandalous of my songs yet. And I made it into my first ever like real Christian song. Faithful, which I
Oh,
just a little while ago, and Delilah. Faithful isn't. It's just a love song, breakup song, yada yada. Delilah is a Christian song about like God was there with me my whole time as I was going through this turmoil. But billionaire is specifically like our worth is in him, and we're all billionaires because of that. So yeah, so
Wow.
I'm with
Wow. Your songs, I'm going to use them for my reels and all. I hope you're okay with it. I'm taking,
that definitely.
because, you're cool, girl. Just, just peps up my mood, like, during this lockdown, we are home.
That one's a cover song. So that was a Tovlo originally, but was it Tovlo? Yeah, yeah. There's only a couple covers I did. Yeah, I did a
But your voice does the magic. That's what I'm saying. Okay, because of course I wouldn't be knowing all the songs, in American music and all. But I know you. I love the song that you post on your YouTube, on your Instagram.
yeah.
So when I listen to your music, it takes us to a different vibration.
Thank
So tell us about, how do you keep your peace of mind? How much is peace of mind important to you? Because
gosh, it's
you have been also channeling that, overcoming that
everything.
via your music. So tell us about it. Inspire us.
Thank you so much. Peace is so important. The most important thing I would say. I really, really, the most important thing to me lately in the past 9 months that has just literally changed my life. I wake up in the morning and I religiously make sure that I spend time reading the Bible, the Lord, and finding that peace every morning. And if I don't, I can be grumpy. I can be like, oh, it's too much going on. There's all these things and money and bills and medical bills or whatever it is coming at you. It's just too much. But every day that I do, I'm like, oh, it's good. We're good. It's fine. What? No, no worries. What was I worried about? It's amazing. Like it really is. And I do believe that that's why it's coming out into music, because I have just such a sense of peace and I'm dealing with things differently. This evening I got some really nasty emails, and had I gotten those, I don't know, like even 3 to 6 months ago, I would be hurt a little bit by them. I'd be shaken up a little bit for sure. And now I'm just like, that's funny. Like it's kind of funny to like I you get to this point where when you're really in a good place, I think things can just roll off of you. And I've noticed that too with other people in my life. I do a pretty good job of watching people, and especially people that I aspire to be, especially stronger older women. And when things come at them, they don't really affect them. They just kind of are like, that was fun. They just kind of let it roll up. But you have,
Yeah.
like you're saying, like in that state of peace, in that place internally, because the opposite is true as well. When you're upset, hurt people hurt people. So when you're going through something, or feel like, even when you wake up, and I like some days I wake up and I just like don't feel good about my body or something, then I'm like grumpy, and I'm like, oh my gosh, why am I being like this? Or why am I like being more aggressive towards my sister or my friend? And it's because of what's going on in here. So if you take that time every morning and go throughout the day with that like sense of peace and that light, like everything else will just flow.
Wow. I love what you said. Hurt people hurt others.
Mm-hmm.
I have been also having that deja vu moment
Yeah.
where, like, I've been hurting my friends been hurting me, and I was trying to understand, because in India, because of lockdown, a lot of people are not going out. A lot of work is also, put
Yeah.
on hold, and our work as actors and all, our work is like, no work is frustrating us
Yeah.
inside. So like, we're snapping at the drop of a hat. So I've been trying to cleanse myself, do some detox, spiritual detox. Yesterday itself I was doing it. I was telling my friends, don't talk to me for a few days, I might snap back.
Yeah.
So let me spiritually detox all the negativity, and and what you say, that's so important. Morning, wake up morning, and listen to some nice
Yeah.
spiritual thoughts or pray. That
Yeah.
helps. Chanting helps, meditation.
Yeah. And spending that
So
time
important.
is so important. I think that that's so mature of you and emotionally mature, that you're able to be like, hey, right now, like, I don't want to snap at you for something that's not your fault. I just am in this place where I need some space. And that's so, so healthy. And I think that especially us as young people, and especially in today's day and age and the culture, and especially in LA, like me right now, I talk at a million miles an hour, you know. I talk to friends from South Carolina and they're like, can you slow down? Like, because everything is just so fast paced. But when we learn to be still, like, it changes everything. There's this Bible verse that I love that just says, be still and know that I'm God. Like, that's it. And it's just so powerful to me because it just like, stop, just stop. And like you're saying, like, cleansing your energy and cleansing your mind. And like, I'm on a juice cleanse for my body. Like, what more important, had so much more important to be on a spiritual mental cleanse all the time. So yeah, that's another thing that I've definitely been prioritizing. Like, when I find myself doing too many things, I'm like, okay, stop. We're going to go home. We're going to stay at home for a couple days. We're going to do a face mask, nails, everything, you know. It's so important. So yeah, that's definitely a huge important thing.
Oh, can you hum something for us or sing something for us? One of your favorite songs or your upcoming song, "Billionaire," for us, or
Yeah,
any of your favorite that
I
you keep humming and.
I'll play the beginning of it because you have to hear the drop because it's so powerful. Okay, here it is.
Okay.
Can you hear that? Hold on. Lost in the nighttime, lost in my whole lifetime. I only hoped you would have made it. But you can take my back and it took time. Finally committed. I know what I like. Yeah, I know. I like big trucks and bad bulls. I like that you know I'm worth. I don't think twice, cause I want the price. Billionaire, billionaire,
Wow.
billionaire, billionaire, baby. I want nothing less than the best. For all my time. Yeah, my wife.
Wow, I love it.
I already messed up my own lyrics. Like I said, I changed the lyrics, so like sometimes the old lyrics look out. But yeah, that's the new version. So thanks, Queen. My wife is in the comment.
Okay, awesome. A big shout out to all your supporters because in life, friends, family are so important. So,
Yes.
who are your inspirations in your life? Who are the ones who motivate you to be happy?
Oh my gosh. So Kristen is definitely a huge inspiration for me.
Hi, Kristen.
Angel, and she's there for me through thick and thin and inspires me so much. And I just adore her. Like, I don't know what I would do without this woman. She's a godsend. And you know, it's just so important to have that woman, those women in your life that you come beside you, and you know you can trust. And I used to like talk to way too many people and get opinions from lots of people, but now I have like my three solid women, and my grandma is one of them. I love her so much. So yeah, I have like a very tight knit small circle in my life. These two girls who are out there, they're sisters who I high school. They're my solids. And then also said my grandma. I literally love my grandma. I go to her for relationship advice. Real talk. Love that woman. My parents have also been really supportive, which is awesome. And yeah, it's really nice. And I have a male human in my life who's actually very supportive, and it's wonderful because that's very rare, especially in this day and age. And yes, we love strong women because it is just so
Yeah.
supporting women. And these days it's amazing. Like, it's such a thing. I see it happening more and more. Women are not trying to compete with each other anymore. Now we're like trying to lift each other up. So yeah, send me all your, by the way, your films. I want to shout them out on my Instagram and support you in any way that I can, because I think that's super awesome that you're doing that.
Have you? Okay, I will do that for you. I'll also send you all my songs. In India, there is a whole culture of musicals. And our films are usually musicals.
Okay.
So in our films, we have a lot of songs.
Okay.
So we do a lot of lip sync to playback singers.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool. Yes.
Yeah,
All that
yeah.
check it out.
I would love to do a playback when you are singing
Yes. Oh,
something.
do it. Yes. I would be so down to see that.
Yeah, like maybe in our film or some music video, because I started my career in music videos. So in
Okay.
India, yeah, how in India music video culture happens for actors is we lip sync, and
Oh.
there are great singers there. Yeah, so I have a huge fascination for music, for
Yeah.
artists. Because of them, we get a huge whole new rhythm to our lives. Like
Yeah.
so, the have you ever heard of Bollywood music?
Yes. Of course. Yes.
Like, do you listen a lot, or you must have listened to some in
Huh?
the parties or something?
Huh?
Have you heard of this Bollywood music in parties, or do you play them in your friend circle? How's it?
There's some like everyone knows what Bollywood is. It's see, Kristen knows. Kristen's a dancer. But yeah, everyone I'm pretty sure like knows. It's not like I hear it all the time, but it's definitely like a no thing. I feel like it's more prominent. Especially I feel like there's some Americans that are doing like kind of Bollywood theme type of stuff. I would love to do
Yeah.
like a part Bollywood song or even like whatever. Like I would love to experiment with that. I don't know how to do it because I haven't done it, but I'd be so open to trying because I love
Wow.
the style of it. It's really, really fun.
So in India, we have like so many languages.
Yeah.
We just Our national language is Hindi in India.
Okay.
We speak English because it's an international global language, but each state in India has a different language.
Oh,
So I also had the honor of acting not only in Hindi films,
oh,
also those state-based regional films,
oh.
and they also have amazing folklore music. So I will send you some of the songs that I've acted in, and if you can get the rhythm or something, we will collab in something.
That would be so cool. I would love that. You know what? Now that I'm thinking of it, I just realized, oh, this is so funny. One of the first songs I almost did was like a Bollywoodish type of, and I'm not kidding you. I'm throwing myself right under the bus right now. We had to change it because I couldn't get the rhythm. He was like, "You're not doing it right," and I'm like, "I'm trying," but it's like a very particular type of rhythm. So I need to get that off my bucket list. I need to figure it out. So I'll take it to my coach and we'll figure it out. But I
Yeah. So another thing, I had this question in my mind. It's about like 8:30. It's going to be 9 o'clock in your country in USA. What's your night routine as a artist, for your peace of mind, as a beautiful girl? There's so many things involved in all this. Okay, so what's your routine like? Do you pray? Well, like, tell us more about it.
okay. I have a couple little quirky, funny things. It varies though, depending on, especially because so like my friend here, she lives in Santa Monica. I live in Malibu, so I'm like really far from everything. So I'll sleep over at friends' houses sometimes. So those nights will like be a little bit different. Night at my friend Haley's house, but generally when I'm home, my family, I grew up going to bed really late. So I've been trying to rework that because yeah, just growing up, my dad was an architect, so we always had dinner at like 8 or 9, and then we would stay up and watch a movie or whatever and go to bed pretty late. Actually when I was little, my parents would watch a movie, just like sneak out and watch it. But so that's how I grew up, just being like a night person. And then throughout college, no one sleeps in college. So I graduated and kind of kept up those habits. But lately, I've been trying to go to bed earlier, anywhere between 9 and midnight. I know that's a big gap, but like last night, I went to bed at like 9, 10. But generally, I try to like go home on, wind down, check the emails, do a face mask, take baths on a good night when I really have that amount of time. But I always set out my outfit for the next day. I'm very organized. So I have to have my whole room clean and everything put away, and all my laundry has to be done all the time. Like if there's even a little bit, face mask. Yes, Kristen and I used to do face masks. So good. And then I usually watch a movie with either my Kristen or with my mom, my sister. Or when we were in Connecticut, when I lived in Connecticut for a while, I didn't usually like watch movies, but we would like do a winding down kind of like thing in the evening. Then oh, it's Matthew. What's up, Matthew? And then just get everything organized for the next day, wash my face, do my whole face routine. And then my fun thing is every night before I go to bed, I have to do 100 sit-ups. I can't sleep until I do 100 sit-ups. So I do that, and then I get in bed and I pray. Right before I go to sleep, I sit there and I just take a moment and, thank the Lord for everything going on, importantly, and then, ask. And when I pray, it's in a stance of like, I would really like these things to happen, but like only if it's your will, because I've just learned over and over that his plan for me is so much bigger than I have for myself. So it's in that moment of just like letting go and being like, you got me. And I know that you got me. And then I always sleep pretty peacefully. I've never really had a hard time sleeping. So then I go to bed. So that's my pretty like standard nightly routine, way long version of it, but
How much is gratitude important for you?
Oh my gosh, gratitude is everything in life. Like literally everything. I think that perception is everything, and perception, if you are living in a state of gratitude, then it just changes everything. Think about like if you're on, a desert island for a month, you come home and all of a sudden everything's amazing. All of a sudden the worst things that were bothering you don't mean anything. If we could be in that state of mind all the time, like today, for example, like things can't upset me when I'm just constantly happy and grateful for the good things that are happening. I got a lot of good news yesterday, so I'm so grateful. So it just makes all the other things like not really matter compared to all of this gratitude that we have. And if we're grateful for what we have and for the people that we have, we're also going to treat everyone around us differently, and we're going to put them above ourselves because we're just going to be so grateful that we are blessed with what we have, and that we live where we live, or we have food and a house over our head, roof over our head, and family. And if we live in that state of gratitude all the time, like it just solves all of the problems.
Wow. What are the things that you're grateful for?
In general, so many things.
Like you
My
can speak about.
definitely. Thank you, my love. My family, definitely. I'm just very, very blessed. They are wonderful. My mom is just so happy all the time and just such a blessing. My mom and dad are both really selfless. They've also been together for 30 plus years, so they're a great example to me of what I want in marriage. And even if they have as all parents do, even if they have their issues and their quirks, I learn from that too. I'm grateful for that. I'm so thankful for my sister. She's complete the opposite of me. I'm thankful for my little baby girls. This is Sally and
Oh,
they are my baby.
oh, what? So cute.
So I literally wear this like every day. I'm so incredibly grateful for them and my baby mama, their mom. They just are my life, and I don't know, when I have my Kristen and it's just I don't need anything else. I feel in such a place of just complete just like gratitude, like you're saying, gratitude, but I just feel so content. And contentment can be scary because we don't want to get complacent, right? But
Yeah.
I feel like I'm content and happy with what I have and where I am, and I feel like it's enough. But I also have a little fire under me to continue to work for the Lord and use my gifts, or use my passions and whatever I'm doing to help other people. And so it's super, super exciting. But yeah, I'm so grateful for so many things. I'm so grateful to be where I am now and not where I was 9 months ago. I'm so grateful. I'm just like, when you come out of such a dark place, you were just have the new appreciation for life, and it's like, wow, like the Lord saved me, and I put myself through, you know, it was my baby. I'm so grateful for her.
I
Oh, being very, she knows all about it. Difficult relationships. What? Okay, that's a good idea. We're gonna watch Love Actually after this.
ah
So I
awesome.
very fun. We love movies. But yeah, it's hard, and love is hard. But I fell for 2 back-to-back not great relationships, and I did my best, and I think that's all that matters. In the end of the day, one of them actually came around and was the most beautiful thing, like having them come around and be like, I'm so grateful for you, and now we're at peace and we're at such a good place. The other one, not so much, but I chose to put myself in those situations, and I'm just so grateful that I got out of that, and I learned and grew so much from those situations. But the way that I look at every single day, even waking up in the, like, no one's yelling at me today. No one's gonna like be mean or get mad at me today. I'm gonna go outside and there's gonna be sun, and I'm gonna go for a run, and I'm gonna eat some good food, and I'm gonna have avocados, like, and I'm gonna see my girl Haley, and I'm gonna get a call from Kristen. It just makes everything exciting.
By the way, we're going through a breakup at the same time.
Yeah, we were. We went through our breakup at the same time, so it was pretty
But
great.
I think at least you get to understand each other, and I think you both are there for each other.
Yeah.
And I think that makes easier. Half of the pain is gone because
Yes.
you can always relate to the other person,
Yeah.
and you both can kick ass or go out and feel good about it.
Yeah. Definitely.
If yours wasn't as long as mine.
I have a boyfriend now, and it makes me really, really grateful for him too, because it's just like, oh my gosh, everything he does, I'm just like floored by it. And yes, we share with our friends, and we can carry things for each other. It's just so wonderful. But yeah, honestly, it's just such an incredible place to be in, and we love Kristen so much. We're just like watching Kristen.
Yeah, like at times when our friends are always supporting us, root for us, it feels so good actually. I can see Christian doing that for you. I can see a lot of my friends are also here. My dad is also sending us lots of love. He is here as silent global poet. He is a writer, and he has all his friends in America. They keep he publishes poetry magazine. He's a poet, and his books are in America, some American library. American singer, billionaire release हो रही है. Hey,
we were
did you receive a call?
No.
There was like some network issue. So
Yeah. No.
So again, my dad is phone. Another thing I wanted to ask you: when did you realize you can be a singer? Like, were you like a singer from childhood, or did you groom yourself?
When I was little, like little, I wanted to be a singer. I always said I wanted to be a singer when I was little. And then let's see, stopped in like middle school. I know I was doing choir up until middle school. I'll not make this too long of a story though. Basically, I went to high school, fell in love with acting, and I just stopped singing. And I went and got my degree in theater, which is where I met Kristen. She was my roommate in college. So I got my degree in theater, moved back to California, started, got an agent and started doing the acting thing, but nothing was taking off. And then I started dating a singer, and his sisters were singers. And so I was just surrounded by music all the time, but I was like, no, I'm a singer. And then when we went through that breakup, the only way I could like heal from it, when my only outlet that I really have was to make a song. So I sat down one day and listened to a Selena Gomez song and made my own song, like with her rhythm, and
Wow.
put my words, and just got a whole new beat, and just like used that kind of as like my inspiration. and went and got it recorded. Sent it to my friend, and she was like, "This is actually really good." And then I made a music video, and it was just for me. It was for my own. And before you know it, I had people being like, "You're a singer. Like, let's make music. Let's make music." And now here we are, like
Wow.
songs later, and it's like, okay. So yeah, it's
Wow.
life
So
works.
that was your turning point.
That was my turning point, yeah. And then right after that, and of course, right when I started being a singer, MTV recruited. So then I was back in front of the camera. But I miss acting a lot. Man, I miss it. I miss it. I definitely want to do some more film stuff. I do miss it.
Okay. We can act on some projects in future.
Yes, that would be great.
What sort of movies do you like to act in? Like, do you like romantic comedies, or do you like drama, or kick-ass action stuff?
Action. Dude, if I could just choose to be in one movie, it would just be like
Oh, you know, in one of my films, it was a Tamil language, so they gave me a gun, okay, and I was really scared to use that gun, and they were like, it just, I think it was like automatic, whatever. I don't understand the whole, like, the lingo of it. It was a huge one. I was like, oh God, I tell you, it was like, wow, it was like therapy.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. When I was there
Yeah, so
across the country, with the shooting range, so therapeutic. So great. Yeah, no, that
yeah,
I
I
was.
think action films. We should be doing action films. I think last time I was talking to one of my friend Diamond. She has a talk show. She's also an actress in America. So we were all planning like in future we'll be doing some action movies. Now you are part of it.
Yes, an all female like action, like yes. Power.
Yeah, a new version of Avengers.
Yes. Can we please? With like one girl from every country, like that would be so good.
Awesome. Everybody has a backstory and they have somebody to take down.
Dude, that's so fun. And Kristen will produce it because she's a producer. She's great.
Awesome. So we'll plan a background story and everything, and why what our powers are like, our names and everything. That's all we need, okay?
Yeah.
And then we go ahead.
Yes, so good. So good.
Yeah. Babe, we are I think we are I think the script is sold out.
Kristen's in.
Kristen is in, yay! So we are all in, and next time I'll just speak to Diamond and think we will be all done. So yeah, so we have a lot of friends saying hello. We have Namrata from Bombay. Only Deku, he loves your music.
Oh, thank you.
And there is okay, there are a lot of people saying a lot of nice things. But anyways, people are sending a lot of love. They're rooting for you. They're rooting for girl power. And I feel there's so much empowerment when girls unite and have each other's interests,
Yes.
like
Yes.
good interest in heart. But there should not be backstabbing. These days, like I have a lot of friends who have each other's back, but insecurity, springs in.
Yeah.
But that's not only in girls; it's also everywhere. So how do you
Yeah.
deal with that?
Oh, definitely. That's hard. For me personally, I just have a tendency, especially lately, to just kind of like, or there's one way, and sometimes I used to think you needed to like block people when they're negative, but there's ways to block people without necessarily blocking. You can just be like, "Hope you're well," and leave it at that. Or you don't have to necessarily block their number, block them on Instagram, because in a way is like, it's actually still making a statement. It's just as loud as yelling almost. So in a way, it's almost better to just stop responding or respond quietly and just leave it at that. And so I think for me, that's what I've kind of done is when I choose, like, notice that someone is, if someone's wronged me or if someone is just not good energy, I just kind of am like, okay, that's okay. We just don't have to. We're going to be busy next time that person wants to.
Yeah.
We don't need to tell them why, and we don't need to necessarily be like, I don't like you, you did this, because it's just gonna be this never-ending thing. And as long as you just choose to protect your energy. And I think that's so important because like we are so protective over our time and our money, but our energy is worth just as much. I think we need to be like really careful about who we give it out to. And for me, I give it out to these two baby girls, their mom, Kristen, and these two girls and my family and my boyfriend.
That's true. I agree there. And with friends, I realized another thing that, we cannot write our friendships off because of some, misunderstanding or something didn't work out for us at times. Friends will be always back in our lives. But maybe if we don't agree on something, we just, put a pause and go ahead. And as you said, ignore them for some time, things will be fine.
Yeah, I do think so. As long as you just continue to like keep the peace. It's all about the peace,
Yeah.
Love.
So before leaving, I'm going to play one of your music and then we just rejoice a bit on that. And then, okay, Delilah, 1 second. And then we are winding up, okay? We just have to, do a girl, dance
Yes.
from here sitting.
Dance like you. I can do my white.
Delilah by Chelsko.
Go find it on all platforms.
Huh?
So go find it on all platforms. Thanks. Told me I look pretty.
I know that I love you more, and I love you too.
But healing is all. You never left me on my knees too long. Instead of
Wow. Wow. Thank you so much. Your music heals us. And keep producing, keep sending, keep creating and uploading new music for us because you are healing people far, far away from you through your music. Thank you. You are a savior already.
Thank you so much. You are so lovely. Thank you for having me. I can't wait to collab with you in the future. Keep being your lovely, glowing, shining self. You have great energy, and I appreciate this time was so special. Thank you so much for having
Thank you.
me.
Your music heals us, uplifts my mood. Thank you. I'm grateful to you. So I would always pray for you to be happy, to have a peace of mind, and keep your legacy of writing great songs and creating, singing great songs and act in amazing kick-ass films. See you soon as we collab.
Thank you so much. You will be in my
Bye,
perfect.
babes.
Bye.
Bye, girls. Take care.
Bye.